What's going on, everyone? In today's episode, I'm gonna show you how to make a super simple grape trellis that not only is gonna stand the test of time, but it won't cost you your left kidney. Let's go. All right, so for this project, you're gonna need some post hole diggers, a drill, some galvanized steel wire, some ferrule and stops, pliers or vice grips, wire cutters or tin snips, and some 4x4 wooden posts. I prefer to go with 8 foot tall. You can go a whole lot taller or a little bit shorter. And we're also gonna bury these about 1.5 feet in the ground. So by the time we actually get to soil level, they might only be 6.5 feet tall or so, which is great for grapes. But I'm also doing just a small trellis here. So because of that, I'm not gonna go too crazy. And I'm gonna keep them pretty well pruned to kind of keep them in order. Because grapes, if you don't keep them maintained, they can kind of go everywhere. But these are gonna be really nice espalier, kind of vineyard style grapes. So on a 6.5 foot trellis, you should be all good. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna dig our holes for the posts. Now our posts are gonna be 5 feet apart. You wanna make sure that you don't have your posts too far apart, because as the grapes start to grow and things start to get heavy, it's gonna put a lot of weight on the metal strings that we're putting up for basically our rungs on our trellis. And we wanna make sure that we have them nice and tight to hold all that weight and the future fruit. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna have our posts out about 5 feet apart. Then once we get these holes dug, we're gonna stick them in and we're gonna backfill so that they're nice and level. Because we're on an incline here, so we wanna make sure that we do everything with the incline so that stuff's not all key jawed. All right, we're just about finished with these holes. I'll tell you what, I used to do post hole digging for odd jobs in high school. Don't do it that often. And I'll tell you what, those that do it for a living, I commend you. It's a good exercise. Next, we're gonna do the posts. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our posts in first, because what we need to do is we want our line to follow the slope of the land. We don't want our line to be parallel, right? Because otherwise that'd be super weird, because the bottom would have a really big gap and the top would have a very narrow gap. So we're gonna get our posts in first, then we're gonna draw the line to basically make sure that all of our rows have the same exact spacing to make it look nice. So just despite the fact you'll be taller on the trellis up here and you'll be shorter on the trellis down there, won't have any bearing on where the grapes are growing, which is awesome. So let's get the posts in the ground. We'll get drilling some holes. All right, so now we're gonna get this first post in. We're gonna work down the line, make sure they're all nice and level and square. And then what we're gonna do is once we get them all in, we're gonna measure from the soil up, because if you measure from the soil up, it doesn't matter where you are along the slope, it'll always be that height. So whether it's 1 foot off the ground, 2 feet off the ground, or 6 feet off the ground, it will be 6 feet off the ground, meaning it's all gonna be nice and in a line. So we're gonna get these posts put in first. A lot of you are probably gonna ask if we're gonna put concrete or something. You definitely could put concrete down or pour cement, but we're just gonna backfill with the soil that's here, pack it in nice and firm, and it should be good for what we're doing. All right, back to this episode of I'm Not a Handyman. We're gonna take a measurement from the soil level up to about 1.5 feet between each rung. So if we do 4 of them, 1.5 feet should give us about 6 feet. And since these posts are taller than me, I know we're gonna have enough room to make that happen. So we're just gonna take 1.5 feet and make a mark, and then we're gonna drill all of our holes to get ready to string our line. All right, and so now we have all of our holes drilled 1.5 feet apart. And last but not least, all we're gonna do is we're gonna take this stainless steel cable here. I like stainless steel because it doesn't rust. You could obviously go with whatever type of metal you want. You want a nice thick gauge on it though. Gauge is the thickness of the metal, because the thicker the gauge, the more sturdy it's gonna be. This metal wire here, it's commonly used actually for really heavy picture frames. That's, we got it at our local hardware store, and they advertised it as heavy picture frame wire. But this stuff is awesome because it doesn't rust, and I just prefer that because it looks a little cleaner in my opinion. But use whatever you want. And basically we're gonna take these ferrules and we're gonna feed them on. Oh, can't forget, we did actually make a slight modification. We did go and get some washers because the ferrules were gonna slide right through the holes we drilled. So that's gonna really kind of just add an extra little bit of rigidity, but that only cost us, each one of these was only like 80 cents a piece. So then we're gonna slip on our ferrule, and then we're gonna slip on our stopper, and then we're gonna feed the metal wire through the other end of the ferrule. And you really gotta be careful not to fray the ends, because once it frays, it's pretty much done. And then we're going to pull it tight, just like that. There we go, nice, very nice. Just like that. We'll take it down to the other end and tighten her up on the other end. And we'll have 2 done, 2 more to go. All right, so we're just wrapping up here. Got the last one nice and tight. Now for what it's worth, I will tell you that for the cost and the time that it took, I would highly recommend it. Like, this will absolutely stand the test of time. These are so sturdy, so well built, but I did learn some things that I thought I'd pass on to you because I think if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you'll know I'm not the handiest person in the world. Oh no. What did I do? No. Look, amateur hour here. No shot. Or am I joking? It is amateur hour. No. It's supposed to cut.
Yeah.
It didn't. What do I do now? Oh boy, what do I do? I only know what I know, and I was actually using a lot of things that I was not familiar with. Like, I've never used ferrules and stops before. I had to pull up YouTube University and learn how to do it. And one thing that I did learn is that you should definitely grab washers right out of the gate. Definitely grab your washers because you're gonna need them. Second is only get one long stretch of wire. Again, in the heat of the moment, did I assume this? No, I should have thought about it first. But what we could have done is done all of our holes, gotten one long piece of the same wire, gone in the side, gone up and wove it around, and then just tightened it at the top. And you only need 2 ferrules and stoppers and 2 washers, which would have cut the overall cost from what cost us $62 for this setup here, but it actually cut it down to about like $54. So it would have taken off like about $8, which matters a lot. So we're just gonna wrap this up here. All lessons learned aside, I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. Now, the wood that we're using, like I don't think I mentioned, it is pressure treated lumber. I am not worried about pressure treated lumber. It's no longer as bad as it used to be. So I feel totally fine using it, but you can go untreated as well. So I'm just gonna put this last ferrule on here and we'll be good to go. All right, so there you go. There is a super quick, inexpensive grape trellis. I hope you all will try this. It is awesome. You know, like I said, definitely something that I would highly recommend. Definitely use those tips that I learned from my mistakes. But once we get our grapes planted, we're gonna plant them just equal distance apart. And as long as we keep them kind of trimmed and maintained, they're gonna do awesome. And they're gonna sprawl on this trellis and they're really gonna do well because this is gonna hold a ton of weight. So I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all learned something new. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments box down below if you would have changed anything and what you'd change. So as always, this is Luke from the MIgardener channel, reminding you to grow bigger. Take care. Bye. Hey, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed, consider checking this one out. You'll probably enjoy it just as much. I want to thank you so much for your viewership because without it, this channel would not be as amazing as it is. If you haven't subscribed yet, it's free. Consider doing that. We upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, rain or shine. And if you need any garden tools, supplies, or seeds, check out MIgardener.com. We got you covered. See you guys in the garden. Bye.